Hard to say. There we go. We are live on YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube. Hey, guys. We've got something really, really exciting. There we go. That's Facebook now. And we just go live on Facebook as well. And then we'll kick it off. The live video is starting. All right. Let's give it a sec. You are now live. All right, guys. We are live. This is bear with me, bear with us. I'm a little bit dusty, rusty. Haven't done live for a while. What's happening? What's happening is we've got something. Well, Michael has something really interesting. He's sent me a message 3 hours ago about this event that he's running next week, and he asked me to help him, get the word out. And I'm like, let's do it, man. This is a topic that I am very passionate about as well. We are very much aligned, guys. If you've listened to one of the episodes on the podcast, we've done an interview. We're very much aligned when it comes to snapshots and documentation. And he is the only person I coined in the community that is bigger nerd than me. I thought I was pretty nerdy when it comes to OCD stuff and technical stuff, but yeah, Michael has definitely trumped me on that. So,
Well,
Michael, do you
having
want
having had to audit some of your snapshots and review them, that is probably the biggest compliment because I felt almost the same way about you because I was looking at it going, "Oh shoot, this is pretty detailed, man. Like I got to step my game up." So I really appreciate having met you because yeah, a lot of I'm having better met you because yeah, you make me have to push harder because I'm not the only one out there.
to?
Not the only one. Yeah.
We should also do a little intro, guys. So if you're watching this, you should be ideally the right audience, which is a high level or an agency using high level, or SaaSpreneur using high level. This is for you. If this is you, continue watching. If not, if you're just curious, continue watching too. You're welcome. Um, so who's Michael? Michael is somebody that I've met through the community, and we've been mates for about a year and a half, talking through Messenger about stuff and discussing topics that we're both passionate about. And Michael is somebody that is known in the community for snapshot documentation, and that he has a reason. I'll let him to share that story. But he has been working with some of the biggest vendors in the community, from Extendly to White Level Suite, and bunch of other big people, really good, repeatable people in the community. And he is known for being very meticulous, very detailed oriented, and um, has a very structured way of how he does things. Let's just keep it at that. Would that be good enough of an intro, Michael, for you, or do you want to add
It's
anything?
perfect, man. No, thank you so much, Vid. I really appreciate it. I was just jumping in on the Facebook chat here to say hi to the peeps. But yeah, so what I've been doing, I've been with High Level for about 4 or 5 years. I've worked with the smallest agencies. I've worked with the biggest ones. And one thing that has been really kind of clear to me is that there's a lot of people that build stuff. There's a lot of people that can build you something cool, but there's not a lot of people who really care about, is that thing going to hold up a year from now? Is that thing going to still create value 2 years from now when the agency that's using that snapshot has to manage all of the decisions in it? And I don't know, I'm pretty sure, I know I can't speak for everyone, but I'm pretty sure almost everyone in the community has experienced something like this. So I'm taking that 4 years of experience from working with companies like Extendly and White Label Suite and getting Gold SaaSpreneur award winners for agencies. And I just wanted to condense all of my lessons that I've learned into a 1 hour practical workshop with an actual solution for it, because the solutions are really, really simple. That's what we're going to be talking about here, is kind of giving a little teaser of that. So I really appreciate you kind of letting me on board to kind of share that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're welcome. Well, let's get into the juicy stuff. This is yeah, as Michael mentioned, guys. If you're watching, we're going to be presenting you with this. What's this event that's happening next week? Is that happening? Is that on Tuesday, Wednesday? Is that right?
Tuesday and Wednesday. I was originally just doing it Tuesday, but I got a lot of requests from people who are like, "Man, I don't really need a morning one. I need a more later in the day one." So
Yes.
I'm doing a repeat. Uh, it will be pretty much the same one. So you don't feel like you have to book off 2 days. If you come to either of them, you'll be more than set up.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that you don't have two options because I was looking at the Tuesday one and I cannot attend because I'm interviewing Matt DeSano on the High Level Experience podcast. So the Wednesday one is excellent. It is at
Awesome.
11 p.m. for me, but that's okay. You know, if it's
If we
worth
make
the
it work.
time, you show up, right? You make it work. Exactly. That's how it works. So, all right, let's go into the details. You wanna what do you want to do? Want to share?
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
show the
I got a
guys what's
little.
happening?
I made a little variation of it, and it's going to be a little unique. So, uh, if you like what you get in here, it's going to be a little different in the actual workshop. But I thought I would pop something in. So the big question is that every agency right now needs to be asking themselves: is could you handle a 1,000-hour problem? Or could you handle a 1,000-hour mistake in your business? And what do we mean by a 1,000-hour mistake? Is that what we're talking about is a small problem, because obviously no one makes an actual 1,000-hour mistake. There's not like one thing that ever takes 1,000 hours. If that actually happens, you probably just close down the company, start over, because those are some big problems. But in high level, what we're actually talking about are small problems that you make once that get that you pay for them every single day. So something like if you have a snapshot, if there's a bug in your snapshot, maybe a tag doesn't fire or a workflow fires incorrectly, that snapshot's going to go out to every one of your clients. Could be 50 clients, could be 100, could be 1,000. The problem with high level is that uh, those mistakes, maybe you don't have the time to fix it right now. Oh, we have to update 100 client accounts. We have to manually go in and fix all that. You probably don't have the time right in the moment. So you have to put it off for a bit. But what makes a 1,000-hour problem is when all those little problems, because there's usually more than just one. There's never ever just one little bug. Is that these problems accrue a compounding interest. And that's in the things of, hey, every single client has to be manually fixed as they're coming up. Maybe you have to align your support team and your account management team and your snapshot builders. Everyone's kind of got to get aligned there. And the longer these problems kind of sit in your snapshot, the more long-term impacts. Maybe clients are noticing that these little bugs before your team does, and now they're starting to leave. They're losing trust. They start questioning everything because they're seeing all these bugs. And yeah, you might fix them, manually for each person, but that trust is eroded. Now everything slows down. And before you know it, you have a 1,000-hour problem. Vid, I'm just throwing it right out to you here. Have you seen anything kind of like that, or do you have you ever seen a 1,000-hour problem like this?
Well, I've seen a potential 1,000-hour problems in my own snapshots, right?
But you fix, obviously, yeah, you see them and you fix them, right?
It is the thing that is always at the back of my mind, right? I mean, I'm always thinking, like, when I'm building stuff, like, would it be scalable? Like, if I'm going to load it into 20, 30 sub accounts, will that be easy to set up? And, I mean, God forbid, like, if I did something significant that would require me to go in and start fixing all of them, I mean, that would definitely ruin me. I mean, that I just hate doing repetitive stuff, full stop anyway, right? um but when you have to do it, because now you really have to do it, like, your clients have paid you money, and now you got the same problem in all of them. I mean, there might be some solutions where you could probably maybe reinstall snapshot, but it's not gonna always be the one all
Reinstalling it and
solution.
then
Yeah.
reinstalling it on every single client account, manually updating them. Yeah, it does get up there. So I don't want to come off as like I'm being negative on high level here. So let's talk about what is actually real. The high level promise, and that if I had to sum it up, you might differ slightly on this or have your own, but I think we can at least all agree that high level's main shtick is that it creates a scalable business model for you for your marketing. So you might have an idea, some value, some ads. Maybe it's some way that you market to a specific niche, but it's making something that scales. You build something once, and now you can roll it out to hundreds of clients. Whereas before, every client was a new day. You finish with one client, move on to the next one. It's almost like you're a clean slate, which is good, because you don't get to repeat those problems. But it's bad because that's a lot of manual work. It's really slow. So high level will give you that system that scales. But the part that a lot of the affiliates don't tell you when people are promoting high level is that your problems are going to scale first and your revenue is going to scale last. Now, first off, is that resonating with you there, or what's
Oh,
going
it
through
makes
your head
perfect.
there?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, 100%.
Because the thing is like you might think, why do your problems scale first? Don't you have to make a customer before you can create problems? Well, no, because we're going to just jump in here. Is that you can create a 1,000-hour problem before you make your first sale. And what I mean by that is that before you have your first customer, you have to create a snapshot. In that snapshot, how you decided to build your snapshot, maybe there's a bug, maybe there's something broken, but maybe even something more foundationally